Good morning, good morning, good morning to my lovely people. Let a few of you come on in the room. Because we start exactly at 7 a.m. You guys already know. Make sure I have everything there. Good morning. How are you? I see ya. I definitely see you. I start exactly at 7 o'clock. I want to speak to everybody that I can speak to right now. We can get in and get out. Hey, Nay. Hey, Kev. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And happy Friday to my lovely people. Everybody that's joining in, just come on in the room. Let me know when it's exactly 7 a.m. Because I set my clock a little fast so that I can be to where I'm going on time. All right. All right, let's see who else is in here. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for the hearts. Hey, Ash. I see you, honey. All right, it's 7 a.m. Thank you, Nay. I love my shop talkers on Be Inspired. All right, today we're going to talk about readjusting your frame. Readjusting your frame. Now, let's use the analogy I wanted to use the analogy of like a picture frame. So you can have it upright or you can turn it sideways. Which way looks better? Personal preference. The reason I wanted to talk about readjusting your frame is how you look at things, okay? Because for some unknown reason, we as people tend to think that everything that happens to us is for us. I beg to differ. Here's the thing. Everything that happens to you does not mean it was for you. It may have been a lesson for somebody else, okay? Hear me out, lovely people. You have those who will say, why me? Why did this happen? I do everything right. What did I do? Stop the woe is me, because again, I say everything that happens to you may not be for you. Okay, it may be for somebody else to see and learn from. All right, for instance, like, look at your camp, the people that's around you, your inner circle. Good morning, Joy. Good morning, Lynette. Your inner circle. And it might be somebody new to your circle, because it does matter who you surround yourself with. It's like, okay, I was positive, I was doing my thing, and then all of a sudden, all this craziness is happening. This negativity is coming in. Look around. Observe your circle. Check out your camp, okay? Again, good morning, sis. Again, everything that happens to you may not be for you. Prime example. I witnessed this. And shout out to you, Carol Bear. Carol Bear said something that her mother said a long time ago about, I've always been outspoken. And it is, saying nothing is approval. Now, I've always been outspoken, so I will always say things. But I saw this incident, I'm going to tell you. This one young lady, she had an issue with weight. And she wanted, it's minor. She wanted to, she had somewhere to be over the weekend. Her husband was telling her that she was overweight. These co-workers, I ain't going to tell you which job, because I work many. This nutritionist over here encouraged her to eat Cheez-Its, right? Good morning, Nanette. She encouraged her to eat Cheez-Its. Now, for those of you, I'm not a nutrition guru or anything like that, but I do know that water follows salt. So the nutritionist, you figure that's your girl, this is it. Now I'm outside looking in, watching this. This is supposed to be her friend. And she knows she's trying to get into this dress to go on this date with her husband. But she's going to encourage her to eat Cheez-Its. Don't eat the cookies. It was like Chip Ahoy. Eat Cheez-Its. I'm like, water follows salt. If she eats those Cheez-Its, she going to swell up. She ain't getting in that dress. Since you're not getting in that dress, So, I was shocked because, they had, bonded over the nutritionist came in. She was there. The other girl came in probably like a month new to the scene. So, she thought that was her friend though. And the reason I use this because I'm outside looking in, and I had to say this. Now, the reason I say everything that happens to you, it may not be meant for you. So I go to the girl who's eating Cheez-Its, and I had to tell her, I was like, I don't think you should eat that because that's salt, water follows salt. You're not going to get in that dress. We take a water pill, whoop, get in the dress over the weekend, and then we blow back up. Now, I had to say something And I had to say something to the nutritionist. And I asked her, I said, that's your friend, right? I said, well, and I asked her, because that's her profession. I asked her, I said, doesn't water follow salt? So she's going to swell up, right? She's like, I don't really like her. Now, I had to say something. I said, why would you not say, why would you say eat the cheeses instead of not saying anything? So she looked and she had to reevaluate herself. So her actually saying that to her, the one that was going to be the, I'm using air quotes, the victim going to swell up, not get in her little size 12, okay? She wasn't going to get into that. She would have been the victim because she was listening to who she thought was her friend. But I don't think that lesson was for her. I think that lesson was for the nutritionist and for me to be exactly who I am at all times. It's like I could have said nothing and let it go. She swelled up. She don't understand why she's losing weight. Almost like that mean girl type stuff. But it was an eye-opener to me to let me know because I really trusted her. You know, you go to this person, they're professional. You think that they're going to do the right thing at all times. Integrity. Even when people aren't looking. Well, I was looking, okay? I was shocked and I was surprised because you hold people to a higher standard, but guess what? When they are envious of you, they don't care. Now, did I go and tell the other girl, listen, she really don't like you? No, that's not me. What I did say is you need to research it for yourself. I always tell you guys, look it up for yourself. Don't just believe what people are telling you. And everybody that are in position, they're not in position for you. And we don't know who put them in that position, okay? So just beware. Be aware. You know, beware and be aware. Also, let's go. Here's another example. And I promise you I'm going to get up out of here. When I say look at your camp and look who's around you, you ever see where like an ex will sit there and be like, oh, okay, well, look at them. They're doing good after we broke up. But when they was with me, I remember when you was down. I remember when you was broke. I remember when blah, 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 blah. I have a problem with those men and women who say that. The reason being is because instead of them looking at how great they become away from you, you have to look at yourself, readjust that frame and say, maybe it's me. I was in the camp. Maybe I held, I kept that brother down. Not held him down, but kept him down. Or the brother, maybe I kept that sis down. Maybe I didn't allow her to fly. Maybe I didn't allow him to fly. He's actually flying with somebody else. Why not be happy? You know what I mean? So with that being said, you got to look around. Check out your camp. Step out of the portrait that you're in. And I say a portrait because we know you guys are lovely. Look at it and say, okay, well, I had that portrait on that wall and it was up and down. It wasn't much space. You know what I mean? So we had to do the portrait like the 8x10 way. Not enough space on that wall. Well, now you done moved the negativity out the way. Let's readjust it. I got more space. Oh, now that looks nice. Now I can really see the full picture. Okay, so that's why I say, lovely people, please readjust your framework and understand this. Understand that everything that happens to you does not mean that it's meant for you. Just readjust. Look around. Readjust your lens. Say, okay, let me step back and look at this picture. What's really going on? Is this for me? So stop the woe is me. Is this for me? No, it might be somebody I'm connected to. Maybe I got injured and, you hate to use the worst because of who I'm connected to. So watch who you are connected to. All right? All right? Okay. As long as you're with me. So today's lesson is readjust your framework. Understand that everything that happens to you does not mean it is meant for you. So stop the woe is me. I want you guys to be aware of your situation and your surroundings. Be open to new opportunity. And you can learn from each other, even though you have different cultures or whatever it is. Just like I told you at the beginning with Carol Bear. I met her and that's what stuck out. I don't know what we were talking about, but almost 20 years later, that is still in my mind. Saying nothing is approval. Okay? So be open to new opportunity and be brave. Take that leap. If it's something that you feel as though you need to do it. Readjust your frame, baby, and live, okay? find you, embrace you, most importantly, always, always love you. Hey, listen, Shop Talk with Mel on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Like me on all socials. Hey, tell your friends to subscribe on YouTube. I want in the money too, okay? Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff is at Shop Talk with Mel. I thank you guys for listening. I understand that one thing that we can't get back is time, so I truly appreciate every one of you. Until next week, people, be inspired. One more time. Find you, embrace you, and always love you. Peace.